to share the view with you for a second. So, Phoenix's room, we face the other hospital, Frederick, on that side. Down there, of course, they're doing construction, so that's nice people watching too. And then right there is where the ambulances go in. And then up there is the helicopter pad. Yeah, there's a helicopter pad, and that's also cool, except that it's not. Like, it's cool to be able to see things, but you also know that it's not a good thing when you see it, because you've experienced it and you've lived it, you know? Good morning. Okay, so here we go. Right? Phoenix is still sleeping. It's 7:46 a.m. that I am doing this part of this video, so there is nothing to it to update in that regard. So there are multiple reasons why I make sure that I do these vlogs or videos. One of those reasons, I have a very bad memory. It's weird because then I also can remember things that have nothing to do with anything. But in general, I have a pretty bad memory. So when I do these videos, it's easier to, when one of our other Marshall Smith syndrome moms have a question, to just refer them back to a certain video. Also, it is made even worse because your body tries to forget certain traumas. So there are certain details that I won't remember. So when I do the video, it's like it locks it in. It's, you know, it's there. I don't have to worry about trying to remember it. Another reason is that I had always been told that Phoenix will not live for very long. And so I had always had the mindset that I needed to keep doing videos so that I will always have her memory. Does that make sense? I will always have something to look back at. And now that I think about it, we should all do that. We should, while we're living in the moment, take videos, take pictures, live each day like you are not sure if you're going to see your loved one for tomorrow, 5 days, a year from now. It's nice because then you have, especially with technology, you have these things to look back at and be happy about. I do these videos because it makes it easier for me to update a bunch of people all at once. Phoenix has a worldwide network of people that care so much about her and are always wanting to know what is happening and what is going on. And there are always a lot of questions that come in at one time, you know. So then it leaves room for me to be able to get back to certain individuals in a more timely manner if I just put out a video that everybody can access all at once. So those are my big reasons for doing these videos. Although, who knows, I might not be able to sustain a job and this might be my full-time job. Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, it's crazy because the world of special needs and special abilities is such a tight-knit world. Like, in the general world, if you say, oh, my head hurts, somebody will say, oh, did you take an aspirin or something like that, right? But in the special needs world, if you say, my head hurts, there is a mom that's gonna say, hey, you know, my daughter's head used to hurt all the time, and they actually found out that it's something with her temporal lobe and da-da-da, da-da-da. nobody ever just says, take a medicine, you'll be fine, or you'll be fine. Everybody has all these suggestions, examples, and such like that. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It's like no matter what is going on, they all will find a way to help you figure it out. Sometimes it can get so overwhelming. So I bring that up as an example just to kind of say it's amazing how many suggestions and how many persons have like, oh, this is what you do, this is what you do, this is what you do. I absolutely love it. There's so many examples that I can bring up to her surgeons and everybody. And I take all of them into consideration. And yeah, I'm tired. Brain function is at minimal at this point, I think. So I have seborrheic dermatitis, which means I have a skin condition that causes like plaques and flakes on my skin, mainly around my nose, in my eyebrows, behind and around my ears, and in my scalp. And it is maximized or brought up, or I have huge flare-ups whenever I'm in high stress situations. Alcohol intake goes up, or dairy intake goes up. And I've been avoiding dairy for the longest while, so I know that's not it. I haven't had any alcohol since I've been here, so there's one culprit. So I'm trying to take it easy. I'm trying to tell myself to calm down, which is the worst thing you could ever tell yourself, because it just means that you're gonna be even worse than before. So I really am trying to take it easy, one day at a time, one step at a time. Ooh, there's another one. Oh my God. Okay. People that are really close to me, sorry, as I was saying, people that are really close to me, or people that know me well enough, they know to ask me in a different way. Don't just ask me, hey, how are you? My answer is always going to be, I'm fine. I am going to lie to you. I am going to lie to you. So people who are closer to me understand me a little bit better. And sometimes just people who are intuitive won't ask me how I am. They will instead ask me very specific questions. Or they will be like, no, how are you really? No, really. Because yeah, I am going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you I'm fine. Yeah. So there's that. So today we're still waiting for pulmonary and for ENT to talk with each other, for them to receive the sleep study results. In my chart, you usually get the results sometimes even before your nurse around you gets it. Certainly before your doctor comes up and discuss the results with you. They do give you that results on here, also on that screen that I showed you in yesterday's vlog. You usually get the result. Understanding it is a whole other thing. You know, it's all doctor language. But sometimes I'll, like if I'm impatient, I will look up what the, search for the words and whatever and see if I can figure out what it's saying. But I haven't seen that result come through on my chart, which means they haven't received it as yet. They haven't received the results as yet. So we're all just waiting around trying to figure out. Today I think is just another waiting day. Once I hear back from them, I'm sure they'll have suggestions, they'll have thoughts, we'll have more questions. We will have more questions. Phoenix, good morning. She's playing with her stickers.
She's just sitting weird.
Everybody heart attack. All right, y'all. So I got the whole team. The whole team came in and talked. So sleep went great. You know, according to Phoenix, it was great. There was no apnea episodes, not anymore. They do see her need for oxygen while she's sleeping, so that was good. Sleep is fine. So then, from a pulmonary and ENT point of view, Phoenix does not need the vent at this time. She may need it later on because of her scoliosis and the bend. She does have that one lung that is getting a little bit compressed. So in the future, she will need it. But at this moment, she does not. Whew, that's one less equipment. Then the other part of it is that we still need something to keep supporting the opening. A longer trach is not the answer in that regard at this moment, and he does not think that a longer trach is going to support her because this one that she has in is long enough. With a longer trach, anything below the trach all the way down to where you start branching off, it's still going to keep compressing. So today we are trying, between today and tomorrow, we're doing and trying two things. Putting her back on her pasty Muir valve or speaking valve. Last time we tried it, she kind of made some goose honking sounds and did not tolerate it very well. Not in numbers like saturations, but more in physical. Okay, so we're going to go back to that. And how the mechanics of that, or the explanation of how that would work, is that, so, and if you don't know, a pasty Muir valve or a speaking valve, how it works is that it's a little valve that sits just over her trach. When she takes a breath in, it opens up to let the air in. When she exhales, it closes so that that air then goes up past vocal cords, hence the reason it works as a speaking valve, and then out. So with that pressure that the air is going up, it also goes down, which would keep the airway open. Does that make sense? I hope so, because that's how I understand it. So they're going to try the pasty Muir valve first, and then into tomorrow, whether it works or not, we'll figure it out. But into tomorrow, the next step would be to upsize her trach again. So right now she's in a 4.5, so then they'll bump it up to a 5. Try the pasty Muir valve again, see if that provides them more space, more airway clearance, etc. The other part on pulmonary side is to increase the humidity, so they're going to do like a direct contact humidifier that she would wear overnight. At this point, she wears a trach collar, so it's kind of loose around, and that should just kind of increase the humidification, decreasing the amount of plugs that she potentially will get. And also they have another one that they would then have for her to go to school with, where if she needs increased humidification when she's at school, she would have that device to use. None of this is set in stone. None of this is the plan. All of these are all suggestions. We're figuring it out. And until these are all figured out, we're just gonna be here to figure. That's why we're here. We're here to try all the things, to do all the tests, to do all the things, and figure things out, right? So that's the update I have. First, I guess it's gonna be a longer video with all my chatting in the beginning. But yeah, that's where we're at so far. Okay. So Phoenix is obviously sleeping, and I'm about to head across the street to go get some sleep.
None of what was said in the previous clip, no part of that has started today. Apparently, the speech team, which is who would actually put the speaking valve on, they had some thing that they were doing, so nobody was available to come up and do that part of it. So they'll do that tomorrow, along with the tray change, all of that stuff. Everything I mentioned before will be done tomorrow. So that's all I have for today. Thank you so much. Have a good night.